Hello again, welcome back to Football Spineline, and today is all about the battle for Eidur Gudjohnsen. West Ham thought they had him in the bag by early on Wednesday evening, but Spurs moved in a few hours later to convince Gudjohnsen that he could be playing Champions League football next season if he moves to White Hart Lane. West Ham is managed by Gudjohnsen's former strike partner at Chelsea, Gianfranco Zola, and they haven't given up. Spurs have already lost out, however, on Ruud van Nistelrooy, and they've got no intention of missing out on another of their top transfer targets. We told you on Monday that Benny McCarthy from Blackburn and Benjani from Man City would be on their way to Upton Park, and that still looks set to be the case. However, with Portsmouth now allowed to sign players on loan, Benjani's also popped up on Avram Grant's radar, and that could yet mean another transfer target slipping through West Ham's fingers. Portsmouth also hoping to bring in Jamie O'Hara from from Spurs on loan, plus another two players. We hear that one of them is Gary O'Neill at Middlesbrough. Other tales coming into us this morning include interest from Bayern Munich, the German club, for the Everton midfielder Steven Pienaar. A number of clubs are looking to steal the Crystal Palace striker Victor Moses for a knockdown fee after Palace went into administration yesterday. And a problem between the Spanish club Villarreal and Wigan, who are hoping to sign their striker Marco Ruben for around £7 million. Talks are believed to have broken down, but Wigan still think that they can revive the deal. Also a problem for Manchester City. They were hoping to take the Santos midfielder Paulo Henriquez Ganso as part of the deal, which would see Robinho go back to his old club. But Ganso says he doesn't want to play for Manchester City. In fact, he's been speaking a bit uncomplimentary, actually. He's been speaking to Globe Sport, and he says that I don't want to play for Manchester City. I'd prefer to play for a big club in Europe, such as Milan, Real Madrid or Barcelona. All very well, but is Ganso actually good enough to play for those clubs? We'll find out, we'll let you know. Now, Dynamo Moscow in Russia are claiming that they have agreed terms with the Liverpool midfielder Yossi Benayoun and hope to agree a £7 million deal with Liverpool to sign him by the end of the week. Apparently, Benayoun's agent been talking to the Russian club, and the Dynamo sporting director Konstantin Sarsanya is quoted as saying, we've come to an agreement with the player's agent. Now everything depends on Liverpool's position. All very well, but I think Liverpool might well have something to say about that later on. Now, the papers for you. We mentioned Arsenal's interest in the Fulham defender Chris Smalling way back on the 14th of January right here on Football Spy. But what we didn't know at the time was that Manchester United were getting ready to beat the Gunners to him. Arsenal, though, haven't given up, have made a counter bid. We still think he will go, however, to United, which means Sir Alex Ferguson could be about to lose his star defender Nemanja Vidic with Real Madrid, his most likely destination, say the Times. The newspaper Tutto Sport in Italy is saying that not only will Rafa Benitez become the next boss of Juventus, he will also take the striker Dirk Kuyt from Liverpool with him. A couple of stories in the mail for you. One of them I'm not so sure about. The agent of the young Atletico Madrid keeper David De Gea says that Manchester United and Wigan want to sign him, but then what decent agent wouldn't link his player with United? The Mail also say that Sunderland are about to rival Birmingham for the signing of the Liverpool winger Ryan Babel, and they reckon the midfielder Maino Figueroa has played his last game for the club. He's refusing to wear the shirt and he wants a move. Yes, competition time, and this week we want to know who you think will be the most expensive signing of the window. It ends this competition on Monday, February the 1st, to coincide obviously with the deadline, and we've got some boots to give away to the winner. Who do you think will be the most expensive signing by the time the window closes? You don't have to tell us what club they will go to, but just tell us who you think will go for the most money. If you get it right and we pick you, you win the prize. You already know how to enter by now. Post on YouTube or enter at spy@mirror.co or email us at spy@mirror.co.uk. Lots of entries to get through coming in on our email mostly. We start with Gary Spurs on YouTube, who thinks it will be either Simon Kjær from Palermo or Roman Pavlyuchenko from Spurs. Abdi Star thinks it will be Sergio Aguero to Chelsea. Ross Johnston thinks it will be Chris Smalling. He's gone for £8 million, so that would put Ross out in front at the moment. Footy Arsenal thinks it will be Marouane Chamakh. Jason Campbell on our email thinks it will be André-Pierre Gignac from Toulouse to Arsenal, although he does point out that his prediction is based on desire rather than logic. And Faizan Udin thinks it will be Kenwyne Jones to Liverpool, although I have to say Rafa Benitez has backed out from that particular deal. Yeah, it's time for your messages, and thanks to all of you watching in the USA who earlier in the window sent me details of the American midfielder Stuart Holden. He's now joined Bolton. Thanks also for the many pictures that you've been sending in. We've been asking you to send them in to us, and this is Greg from Florida, who's an avid Spy watcher, and he's asking whether we think his Arsenal team are going to make any last-minute signings. Well, Arsene Wenger said only yesterday at his press conference that that's it for the transfer window. He's gone back on his word to get a striker in because Nicolas Bentner is now fit. To bien fait, no, I don't think Arsenal will be able to hijack Man City's move for the rising star Neymar at Santos, largely because City have got first refusal on the player as part of the Rubinho deal. To Paul Murphy, I hope we've answered your question about Benayoun at Liverpool. And to Nathaniel, yes, I do think Chris Smalling is an excellent buy for Manchester United. He will also benefit from playing regularly at Fulham until he moves to Old Trafford at the start of next season. There is more Football Spy for you tomorrow. We'll see you then.